What happens to your custom loop when you use Primo Chill View Coolant? It looks like this, but as you can see, it does not look like that in my system anymore. Now it's time to take apart the 4090 water block and clean everything out. Then we can use a different coolant and new lines. Make this thing look a lot cleaner, so we're going to take this apart, which is super simple and easy to do. Now we have the 4090 water block disassembled, we can clean all of the fins out and clean all of the gunk out. Once we get done with that, we can put it back together and then put the new coolant in. Whenever cleaning a water block, I generally use a toothbrush, some isopropyl alcohol, paper towels, and a microfiber. I just clean everything out, and then once you get done, make sure that you use some distilled water to wash everything out because you don't want isopropyl alcohol running through your system. If you want to do a custom loop but worried about the longevity and maintenance, you won't have to worry about that. Just use distilled water, some antimicrobial, and then you'll be just fine for the long term. You don't have to worry about colored coolants and things getting all gunked up. Now that we have all the gunk cleaned out, we're going to use our microfiber, clean everything up, polish it, and then we can put this thing back together. You can see this thing looks quite nice now that it's all clean. Now we're just cleaning the O-ring to make sure we can get a good seal and we can put it back in the water block. The O-ring's kind of a little complicated because if you go too tight, you're going to have some looseness to it. You want to make sure you just follow all the curves and go light with it and place it where it needs to go. You don't want to have any flop because you're not going to have a good seal and then you'll have a leak. Whenever closing anything up with an O-ring or a gasket, you want to use a gasket pattern to make sure that you torque everything down all at the same time. So you're kind of going from one end to another and kind of going all over the place to make sure everything lies flat and you have a good seal. Just look up a gasket pattern and how that goes, or if you can get some torque specs, that'll be super helpful in the long term. But now we can pressure test the actual system and make sure that we have no leaks, then we can install the coolant and we are good to go.